A storm is brewing inside Europe as a French opposition leader accuses Ukraine of being a major drug trafficking hub. Francois Asselineau claims Western capitals are turning a blind eye to criminal networks because of geopolitics. He says this hypocrisy is fueling anger across the global South.
There is one country in Europe that specializes in drug trafficking, and that is Ukraine. It is a hub for the export of cocaine from South America, as well as heroin and opium from Afghanistan, which pass through Ukraine, both before and after the Russian invasion, and arrive in Eastern Europe and as far as France.
Asselineau argues the U.S. war on drugs is selective and politically motivated. He says Washington targets Venezuela while ignoring the real sources of narcotics entering America. According to him, this exposes the true priorities of U.S. foreign policy.
70% of the drugs entering the U.S. come from Mexico. Colombia is also the main producer of cocaine, which is made from coca leaves. So in this context, Venezuela is merely an export platform.
The French politician also lashes out at European support for President Zelensky. He accuses Brussels and Washington of backing a corrupt system while preaching international law. Asselineau says this double standard is impossible to justify globally.
However, I note that the United States and the European Union are strongly supporting the Zelensky regime, which is corrupt to the core, as everyone knows. What is very troubling about this situation is that, in addition to violating international law, it highlights a double standard that is intolerable from the perspective of countries in the global South.
Linking Venezuela to wider global tensions, Asselineau turns to Iran and energy security. He warns that unrest in Tehran could spiral into a regional war. Such a conflict, he says, would shake the global oil market. Asselineau ends with a blistering critique of Europe itself. He says the EU lacks unity, independence, and the ability to resist US pressure. France, he argues, is no longer acting in its own national interest.